Alrighty guys, I'm out here by request. Should have processed the whole process of the way I build bows. This is going to be a 64 inch uh, hickory recurve. This is my first attempt at trying this, so hopefully I don't break it. But what I got here is a 64 inch stave. I got an 8-inch handle section, 2-inch fades, 4-inch handle. It's an inch at the beginning of the handle. Then in the center of the handle, it goes to 1.25 inches. Then back up to an inch. I got limbs that come down. Uh, they come up 14 inches. Then they taper off. They're going to be tapered off to a 1/2 inch limb tips. With this bow, I think I'm going to have to do a lot more work in this area of the bow where the taper is towards the limb tips. I'm not sure yet, but for right now, what we're going to do is rough it out to the lines that I have drawn on here. I got one side done already. This side's a little wompy on the end. It's got a little bit of green, some weird green right here on the end. So I don't know how that's going to turn out with a recurve, but we're going to give it a try because it cuts over. I don't know if you can see that line I got right there, but it's kind of weird. But I'm going to just take it to the lines right now and get it roughed in. So, like I said, it's going to be a 64-inch recurve. I'm going to try to steam bend the recurves into this bow. I said my first attempt at this. I tried heat bending uh, my limb tips with a heat gun. It seems like hickory. I end up splitting the back of the bow. Maybe I had my limb tips too thin, but this time I'm going to try to steam bend them, leave them a little thicker. So I'm going to get set up, get the draw knife out, try to work this bow down to these lines I got on here. I'll video some of that, not the whole process because it's going to take me so long, but I'll start on it, let you see it as I'm working on it. And when I get down close to the finished part, I'll let y'all see what it looks like. That's just going to be the limb width, how wide it's going to be. Then the belly, I'll show you that part when I do that. Alrighty guys, I'm going to try to show you how I do the limbs on this side, because this side up here on the top limb, it was a little snaky and it was a pain to do. It took me forever to get it to where I wanted. I still think I might have to narrow the limb tip a little bit more, but I had to do a lot of hand sanding and file work. But I'll show you how I accomplish this down here on this limb. This limb's pretty much straight, no curves, no nothing, just straight. So right now, I'm going to put it on the shaving horse, and I'm going to start working these lines down right here. Then when I get a flat spot, I usually take a planer, hand planer, electric. I cheat a little bit, plane it down, get it close. So I'm going to show you all that stuff and how I get it to where I need it. Then when I get it down that far, I draw me a 5/8 line to get the limb thickness that I need. Then I take a hand saw and cut down along about a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 inch above the line that I drawed for the limb thickness. I'll show you all that stuff. I'm going to document how I do it. But for right now, we're going to take a draw knife and get this corner edge right here. We're going to get that flattened off so I can take the planer and go down over it and get it smoother. So here we go. We're going to put it on the bench here. And we're going to do some hand work first. All right, guys. That's usually what I do. I take the draw knife. I get me a flat surface on this edge on both sides. Then I take the electric hand planer and take it down close to the line as I can get it. Then I finish it off with the belt sander. So I'm going to get these two sides down to the line where I can use the hand planer. And when I start using the hand planer, I'll show you that. All right, we're ready for the planer. We're going to try to get as close to these lines as we can without tearing anything up. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, guys, I'm about 1/4 to 3/16 away from my line. That's all the further I like to go with the electric hand planer, because you never know when it's going to tear out. So I'm going to get the other side down to like this one. Then what I do, I take a belt sander and sand it down through the line. Alrighty, let me get this other side done. Alright, guys, this is what I got. I got both sides flattened down, about 1/4 inch away from the line. As you see. Now what I do, I take the belt sander, sand down to the line, then I come back, mark 5/8 inch on the limb, then I take a handsaw and cut about 1/4 inch away from that line, then I sand down to that line. I'm going to try to demonstrate that to you. That's what I did to this limb. This limb was a lot more difficult. I figured I'd show you on the easy limb, the one that's straight with no S turns or nothing. This one had, I don't know if you can see it, this limb's got a little bit of funkiness going on to it. But we're still going to try to make the recurve out of it. So stay tuned. Alright, guys, we're going to take this part of the stave, we're going to take it down to the lines with the sander. So here we go. I'm just going to do a little portion of it because I don't want to get my camera all dusty, but I'll show you and you'll have kind of the idea. Alrighty, guys, it's pretty much what I'm doing right here. Taking the sander, just going along that line all the way down the whole limb, kind of holding my sander on an angle out this way so I don't go too deep into the limb. I try to hold it so the sander's kind of, this side will be taller than the front. That way I can come back and clean it up and I'm not going too deep on the back. All right, let me get this thing all cleaned up and I'll be back because I don't want to get my camera dusty because there's a lot of dust. All righty. All right, guys, I got the marks on the limb width. Now I got it marked here 5/8. I'm taking a regular old handsaw here, going about 3/4 of an inch, leaving about 3/16 of an inch away from my line. So this is the part where I'm ripping down the bow. You can see the thickness of the limb. I'll show you how I do it real quick. Then I'll cut you off and come back when I get this thing cut down to the fade. This is how I do it. I strap it to a table or whatever you can get to hold it and just start cutting because it's a long process. You definitely want to stay away from your lines. Keep an eye on the other side to make sure you don't go below your line. I'm good. I got about 3/16 on both sides, so I'm good. I can get with it. Then when I get that done, when I did the width, I cut it on the angle so to make sure that I had plenty of wood in the back by the line. When I get this cut out, I'll run the sander down along this line. Then I'll come back and straighten up this edge. Then I got some work to do to get this limb to match the thickness of the other limb because it had all them bows in it. So it I got to make this limb somewhat similar to the one on the bottom or on the top. So, alrighty guys, that's this part. I get this thing cut down. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Alrighty guys, I got it ripped down. She's about 3/4 of an inch probably. The sides, you can see the profile. It's got a lot of work left done to do to it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take it down on the sander. I'm going to sand down to this line. Just give me a 5/8 inch limb. And that might be all I'm going to do for today, because I'm pretty tired. Alrighty, stay tuned. Alrighty guys, me and old Chino's out here. We got the fire pit going again. I got the hickory recurve I'm working on. I got the limbs bent in it yesterday. I steam bend the limbs. Today we're going to try to get this thing fire hardened. It's probably going to be I don't know, it's probably going to be something because I've never made a recurve yet. So we're going to see if we can't get this thing fire hardened. I'll keep you posted as I'm going through, maybe every 30 minutes or something. I'll turn you back on and let you see what the progress is. I will share one thing I have noticed. I like putting a block over my handle with this hickory. It seems like when I do that, I don't get as many cracks in the handle or in the fades. They really don't hurt the bow, but as far as appearance looks, it seems like putting a block over top of your handle kind of keeps the heat from really sinking into your handle, making it crack. I mean, I've noticed it, and maybe give it a try if you have problems with cracks in your handles. Alrighty guys, we'll see what happens here. Alrighty guys, it's been a while. It took a while, but I finally got this thing sinew back. It was a pain. That's why I didn't record, because it's a mess. I mean, I literally got glue and water all over the place. But I got it sinew back. I'm gonna leave it in this jig. I got it bent down. So hopefully, when this dries, hopefully I get even more back set. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Stay tuned to see what happens with this bow. And I'm not sure when I'm going to rattlesnake back this other bow. I'd like to get it done here in the next month. It's probably going to get the rattlesnake skin put on it about the end of next month. I don't think I'm going to make it in time for turkey. I don't know. I want a turkey hunt with that bow, but I don't know. So here she is, another Annihilator bow. Hopefully we can improve the performance. Hopefully it gets some back set to it. I got her strung down there. I got her. I don't know. She's pretty bent right now. A lot of pressure on it. So hopefully nothing happens. It stays the way it is. I'm tired. It took me a long time to get this thing Sinew back, and it ain't the prettiest job, but I think it'll do. It's got a lot of glue on it. I used a Tight Bond 3 and some water. I think eventually I'm going to go to hide glue, homemade hide glue, because I think there's some spots that I could touch up, but I waited too long to do it, and with this glue here, there's no touching it up. Once it sets up and gets a little set up, it's pretty much, it is what it is. It was on this side where I couldn't see it that well, but it'll be okay. I might be able to take some glue and, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to get a snake skin on the back of it anyways. So, hope y'all like this video. Sorry I didn't show you the backing, but I said it's messy. My hands are covered with glue. My table's covered with glue. I used up all the sinew that I had prepped. I had to take a little bit more. Half of, I think I took half of one of these to finish it up. So I've got about, I got about 3 back straps left. It took quite a few, actually. Alrighty, guys, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to try to get a video put together here in the next day or two so I can get it out there for you. Like and subscribe and stay tuned so you can see what happens with these couple bows that I'm working on.